Now we are going to discuss about the inverse of the square matrix. The definition of the inverse of the square matrix states that let A be a square matrix of order n. If there exists a square matrix B of the order n such that A into B equal to B into A equal to I order of n, and we are calling this B as inverse of A. B we are calling as inverse of A. So now we are going to prove that A into A inverse, that is B equal to A inverse into A equal to I. I is the identity matrix of the same order n. So let us consider the matrix A, and it has two inverses. We are putting the inverse C. Assume that is C also the inverse by the contradiction method. Now we are going to prove B equal to C. So let us take the inverse C equal to C into I. This identity now we are going to change to C into by this law. AB. C into A, B. Now, since matrix is, the property states the multiplication of matrix is associative, we are going to write C A into B. Now, C into A, it is inverse into the matrix A is equal to I into B, that is equal to B. Hence we prove C equal to B with the help of the inverse property. So we can define or state that A into A inverse equal to A inverse into A equal to identity matrix of order n. So now we are going for the theorem. The theorem number 1.2 in your syllabus states that if a square matrix has an inverse, then it is unique. There should be only one inverse only. It is the law which stated by theorem 1.2. Already we discussed about the property which connecting the theorem 1. Now we are going to solve the theorem 1.1. Theorem 1.1. which states that for every square matrix of order n, A into adjoint of A equal to adjoint of A into A, matrix A equal to determinant of A into I power n. So in the last session we already discussed about an important property which connecting the elements of the square matrix and their cofactors, which states that the sum of the products of elements and the cofactor A I1 into A J1 plus A I2 cofactor J2 plus A I3 cofactor J3 plus A IN, the cofactor A Jn, equal to determinant of A if and only if I equal to J and 0 if I not equal to J. So now we are going to prove this one with the help of an example. Let us consider the example of a matrix of order 2, which stated by A equal to 8 minus 4 minus 5 3, which is the exercise problem defined at the exercise number 1.1. Problem number 6, exercise 1.1, problem number 6. Here now we are going to prove this theorem with the help of this problem. So now we are having the matrix A. It is available. Now we are going to find adjoint of A equal to, the simple rule for finding the adjoint of a matrix A of order 2 is interchange the elements in the leading diagonal and change the sign of the remaining elements. Now we are going to multiply A into adjoint of A equal to 8 minus 4 minus 5 3 3 4 5 8. It is equal to 24, 8 3s are 24, minus 20, 32 minus 32, minus 15 plus 15, 20. It is minus 20 plus 24. A into adjoint of A equal to 4 0 0 4. And we know now we are going to find the determinant of A equal to 8 3s are 24 minus 20. Determinant of A is 4. It is the first result. A into adjoint A. Now we are going to multiply adjoint matrix A and the matrix A equal to 3 4 5 8. It is the adjoint of matrix A, and the matrix A, which is given as 8 minus 4 minus 5 3, and the product is 24 minus 20 minus 12 plus 12, 40 minus 40 minus 20 plus 24. Equal to 4 0 0 4. It is the second value. So now we are going to derive, which can be written as A into adjoint A equal to adjoint of A into A equal to determinant of A into I power 2. We are going to derive this one from the above calculation which we have mentioned. It is equal to determinant of A is 4 into 1001. Hence we prove this law. This is the theorem 1.1. So we move to find the inverse of matrix and the properties of matrix in the next session. Thank you very much.